All right, a hot and fresh edition of Weather for Weather Geeks on this day after Labor Day. A lot of us went back to work and kids went back to school today. And it felt like July, as expected. It got pretty hot this afternoon. Our official number at the airport today, 88. Look at Hopkins in Cleveland, 94 degrees. 88 was the high in Pittsburgh, and the usual hot reading down in New Philly, where the thermometer seems to be miscalibrated. 93 degrees down there. Quick check-in on our 2-degree guarantee here. If you're new to this, we make our very best attempt to get the high temperature forecast right within 2 degrees, not 3, but 2 every day. And right now we're on a 24-day winning streak, pushing our 2016 accuracy up to 79%. We were 1 degree off today. Our forecast was for 87 degrees, and we've got the numbers to back this up. We are the Valley's most accurate forecast. The numbers go back a few years on that, so we've been holding that title for at the very least a few years. All right, dew points today rose quickly. You know, it wasn't half bad first thing this morning. Dew points were in the upper 50s to around 60, but then they shot up into the upper 60s to around 70 for a lot of the afternoon. You really felt the difference, and this really did some work for us in the category of heat index values. We peaked in the lower 90s this afternoon, the combination of the air temperature and the humidity. We also had some isolated showers and even some thunder briefly down around Lisbon earlier on this evening. And yeah, these were some pretty healthy downpours. A quick 0.8 inches estimated by the Doppler radar here, and one of our storm spotters on Facebook kind of verifies this number is pretty legit. So some places 3/4 of an inch or a little more in Columbiana County especially, but even up in southwestern Mahoning County, from Salem on north into Mahoning County, this is a pretty good tropical downpour for a brief time earlier on today, leaving perhaps 1/4 of an inch or so worth of rain. Now, when I recorded this video at 7:27 this evening, this is about out of our viewing area. One lonely little shower I'll keep an eye on this evening. When I recorded this, it's over in Portage County, but that's certainly the exception, not the rule. These showers are with the dew point boundary. It's a warm front on the weather map, but the air temperatures on either side of the front aren't the story. It's the dew point change on one side of the front. And this boundary is going to go east of us tomorrow. Now, there's not much of a trigger for what we call convection tomorrow. But it's going to be hot. It's going to be humid. The air mass will be unstable. And we might see a couple cells get tall enough in the sky to produce a quick shower, even a thunder shower, tomorrow afternoon. And that chance holds into tomorrow night. Now, as we go to Thursday, it's going to be another hot and humid day. As we get into the afternoon, there could be a thunderstorm here and there. Perhaps the best chance of rain Thursday is late in the afternoon, towards evening, towards sunset, with the actual arrival, I should say, of our cold front. Now, this front's going to park and stall just south of us, and I think we're in the clear for a lot of Friday, maybe even all of Friday. Friday could be a pretty decent day. The heat will be trimmed, the humidity will be trimmed, but the big question forecast-wise is this next surge of moisture right here. What's the timing on it? Is it going to race north and east and impact high school football Friday evening? Or will it be a little slower and wait until Friday night? The models today went towards a slower idea, suggesting that football will be just fine Friday evening and then it'll rain later Friday night. But I could come in tomorrow and the models could have sped things up. So I'm certainly not going to guarantee a dry forecast for high school football this week, but I liked what I saw in the modeling today. Hopefully that trend continues, that this rain holds off until the overnight hours Friday night. The heat index values over the next couple of afternoons, even worse than today. I mean, we could see some 94s and 95s tomorrow, and we'll do it again on Thursday. Not a technical heat wave. You need 3 straight 90-degree days for a heat wave, but this is September. We'll fudge it a little bit. 88 today. We're calling for 89 over the next couple of days with heat index values, certainly in the 90s. All right, GFS model here on Saturday. Now, if you have outdoor plans on Saturday, I don't think this is a rainy day. In fact, I think a lot of the day might be all right. We might have some showers first thing and then a long break and then the better chance of thunder late in the day. This is valid at about 8 p.m. Saturday evening. With our cold front, there could very well be some showers and some thunderstorms with this. Some of these could be strong. The timing on this, if it waits until this late in the day, that would decrease the chance of strong storms. But the chance is certainly there for some feistier action before Saturday is through. But I think there might be a lot of time on Saturday that it's not doing anything, and it's going to be warm, and it's going to be humid. Speaking of humidity and the moisture content in the atmosphere, let's take a look at the next handful of days here. Very moist air mass through Thursday. Very, very juicy. But then notice Friday, behind that front, with that front stall just to our south, a little bit of a downtick here in the moisture is we get a little dry air coming in from the north. So Friday's not going to be as oppressive as tomorrow and Thursday. But then some higher moisture comes back for Saturday. It'll be a humid day Saturday. And then stronger cold front that I just showed you Saturday evening sweeps away the high moisture content, and the air will feel great Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and right into the first half of next week. So if you're not a fan of the heat and humidity, I think you'll like the forecast for early next week. The temperature trend here over the next 10 days, the heat peaks through the first part of the weekend. You'll notice, though, even our below average days are only a degree or two below average. Sunday, and then perhaps again another cool shot towards the end of next week. We don't have a minus 10 on here. Our averages are falling quickly in mid-September. Average high by 10 days from now is only 73. But you'll notice our coolest days are probably in the lower 70s. We don't have a crisp 62-degree day expected anytime in the short or medium range. We'll see what the longer range holds. But that's kind of a sneak peek of the general trends here over the next 10 days. A lot of heat through Saturday, cooler Sunday, Monday, perhaps a brief surge of heat for Tuesday, and then another cold front for the second half of next week. Thanks for watching tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you tonight on 21 News at 11. More geeky weather stuff coming your way at about this same time Wednesday evening.